Or for you. For the dumb question.
There you go. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I have to videotape, so ignore my phone. There we go. Okay.
Is it okay?
I don't care.
Okay.
Okay, we're good. All right. So, we've talked about questioning. I've asked a couple. I know I talked to Lacey. I think I talked to you a little bit about just questioning and how we can be more effective questioners. So, I have put in front of you a couple of questions that I just want you to take a couple of minutes. You don't necessarily have to actually fill it out. If you'd like to, yes, but a couple of minutes, and I just want you to kind of think about the questions and answer them. Just in case never seen. Okay, I'm just going to have you kind of set those off to the side for just a second. Why do we question? Like, what is the purpose? What is the whole behind us even questioning as teachers? Why do we question?
Maybe to get a better understanding of what. Oh wait, you're asked why do we question our students?
Yeah, why do we question our students? What
to see their understanding of what.
We're assessing their understanding. Do they understand what we're talking about? Why else do we question?
I think that's what
okay.
I said.
To guide their discussion, to motivate their learning, as well as to stimulate their thinking. Okay, so those are the four basic reasons as to why we do our questioning, and so our questioning has to be extremely effective. Now, I have a little blurb. I don't know that I'll have us watch all of it. I'm not sure if you've ever seen this before, and I'm hoping my link works. Has anybody ever seen the Seinfeld history lesson? Okay. Pay attention to the questioning again. We're gonna see if this works. Come on. Is it gonna work? I think it comes up with a commercial right before we see. It's not. Weird. Okay, I may have to type it in. Hold on. Oops. You can do it right. And it actually plays it there. It's not blocked. Okay, let me try a different one. Okay. Start. And I'm going to turn my off. Does yours ever sound like an ultrasound machine when you all the time?
Mine beeps.
if my Elmo's on and my speakers are too loud, it starts sounding like an ultrasound.
Kelly Nelson, when you go to your classroom, your daughter is looking for you. Kelly Nelson?
Okay.
All right, let's settle down, settle down. I've graded your tests, and I have to say, I am more than a little bit disappointed. In fact, I've decided I'm going to throw them all out.
All right. Man.
I think I've been placing too much emphasis on details. What I want to do now is I want you to forget about memorizing dates. I want you to think history, okay? We're just going to make each other think, okay? Now, is everybody with me on this? All right, good. Let's talk about the Battle of Britain and the Lend-Lease Act. How are these two events linked in history? Anybody got any thoughts? Sabrina?
So, the test that you threw out, that's not gonna count?
No. Yeah, everybody got that? All right, now back to the Battle of Britain and the Lend-Lease Act. Roosevelt said that America must be the great arsenal of democracy. Now, what did he mean by that? We must be the great arsenal. What does he mean? Randy?
That we had to be, this big arsenal.
Arsenal, with an L.
Oh, yeah, right. That we needed to be, I'm not sure I understand what you're asking.
Okay, maybe that wasn't a fair question. All right. Now, what country did Roosevelt want to supply with weapons? Who can tell me? What country? Remember, we're talking about the Battle of what? Who could tell me? Lisa?
Britain?
Yes, good. You see, now we're thinking history.
Mr. Thompson, I was about to say Britain.
That's good. So Roosevelt wants to help Britain in the war against who? Who is Britain at war with? Who can tell me? Okay, let's think now. What was happening in Europe in the 1930s? Darlene?
I thought you said that we weren't going to have to know dates.
You're right. Let me put it another way. In the decade before World War II, what was happening in Europe?
France? Right?
Yeah, France. But let's think, what political group was in Europe at the time?
The French?
Yes.
Mr. Thompson, the French are still in Europe today.
Hey, let's just get off the French for a while, okay?
Okay, sure.
No, I'm sorry, I was just, Larry, making a point. There are French people in Europe, like Larry said, even today. You don't have to write that down. It's not going to be on a test. All right, let's think about some of the other countries in Europe. Now, name some of the other countries in Europe besides France. Let's look at the map up here. Okay, now where's Europe on the map? Anyone? Where's Europe? Is this Europe? Here? How many of you think this is Europe? Right there. Show of hands. Think this is Europe? You're right, that is Europe. Good. Now, what are some of the countries in Europe?
Spain?
Uh-huh. Good. Anybody else?
France?
Yes. Can someone name another?
Germany.
Yes, Germany. Yes, very good. Let's talk about Germany.
Sweden?
Right, but let's stick with Germany for a second. Yeah, let's just go back to Germany, all right? Now, what political group was in power in Germany at this time? Somebody want to take this one? Larry? Randy? Who haven't we heard from? How many of you saw Raiders of the Lost Ark?
I have it on tape. I can read it.
No. Now, who in the movie was Indiana Jones fighting besides the snakes? He was fighting the Nazis. Okay. So what did the Nazis do? Let's think.
They tried to steal that last ark and then all their faces melted at the end.
They put up the Berlin Wall?
Oh, that's right.
No, they didn't put up the Berlin Wall.
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't.
Are you sure? Because I think that they did.
You're thinking of the communists. That was 1961.
Oh, Mr. Thompson, I thought that you said that we weren't going to have to know dates.
I'm sorry. I forgot. All right. Now, the Nazis were in power in Germany. So who was England at war with during the Battle of Britain? And don't say France. Who can tell me? Not France, but... Take a guess.
Germany?
Yes!
Germany? Because I was about to say Germany.
I got a question. Who came up with that name? Europe.
You know, let's, I think we've done enough today. Let's just, let's read quietly. For the rest of the period, just everybody, read at your desk. Everybody, just read it. Yeah.
We never did get to find out what that guy Roosevelt meant by the great Arsenio.
It doesn't matter. In fact, why don't you bring in your copy of Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Yeah, exactly. Isn't that how we kind of all feel at times with our class? So, the kinds of questions, with the little work that we just watched, his questions kind of progressively went from a little more challenging to very, yes, exactly, very what we call factual questions, which are just your simple, straightforward. These are questions that all they need is a simple yes, no, or the one word type of answer. The next kind of questions that we have are convergent questions, and there's many acceptable answers. These are kind of the ones where if you read a story and you ask your students, what are the names of the characters, there can be 3 or 4 or 5 different kinds of answers. So there's always the more than one. The divergent ones, these are the ones when we start to get a little bit more. These are our higher level thinking questions where they require the kids to actually analyze, like they have to look back in our texts. So when we do like our story works, they have to look back in the text to find some of the answers or to go back and review, as well as some our math problems as well. They have to analyze, look for those clue words. So these are more of our divergent questions. Our evaluation questions, these are the compare contrast ones that we ask. What are the similarities? What are the differences? And then we also have at the very end, we have what we call combination questions, which is obviously a combination of any of the ones that are above. So we can ask them a very simple, straightforward question and follow it up with a divergent question where they have to go back and analyze the text. We can link all of these questions to Bloom's taxonomy, and I'm sure we've all heard of this. This is higher level thinking, and I have the exact same paper that's up on my smart board. These go with our knowledge